Hello everyone, this is Kavya from Kaarnat. Kaarnat is the manufacturer of modular kitchen and wardrobe. Our showroom is based out in RDC, Ghaziabad, and the factory is located in Pandav Nagar, Ghaziabad. Today I am giving you the walkthrough of our factory. Today it's just about two machines, the beam sew machine and the edge bending. We have the other machineries as well. We will try to cover it in the coming episodes. The machineries that we use are of BSA company. It is an international company which manufactures machineries for wood and glass cutting. This is the main machinery that you're seeing. This is the beam sew machine. So basically the speciality of this machine is you feed in your sizes of your kitchen cabinets or wardrobe cabinets, and then you just press the button, the start button. The machine calculates all the number of plies that is needed and what all cabinets gets cutted in which ply. All this is calculated by the machinery itself. That is the speciality of this machine. So if you see, the operator has inserted one full ply, 8x4 ply, and then he's just pressed the button. The machine has taken it, it's cut into pieces. This is all pre-calculated. The machine is pre-calculated and he's just inserting it. There's no other manual work that is going on. The machine is doing all the cutting work. It is cutting everything into pieces. It is putting the wastage apart. So the monitor of this machine shows which is the wastage part and which is the part, like is it the side of the carcase, is it the back panel, is it the top or the bottom. Everything the machine specifies, and the operator is just inserting the ply and taking out and marking it with the sizes so that it's helpful for us in the coming process during the installation and packing and all that. So this is the process. So now basically what you've seen is there is only one ply that is going in, and the machine is taking the decision of what is the measurement, and it is cutting the ply and giving it back to us. In our next process you will see that at a time we insert 3 plies at a time together. So the machine is that capable of calculating the overall kitchen and putting it into sections and cutting them like 3 plies at one go. So this is what makes the manufacture of modular kitchen of a factory made product very different from a carpenter setup. So, and this finishes is very smooth. I'll show you that as well. So we have another helper who is just placing it aside for the next process, the edge bending process, which I will show you in detail. So this is the monitor. If you see, it is guiding the operator, telling him that put these number of plies. So now this next process which is there, here you will see that there is one ply inserted. Now the operators are trying to bring in the second ply here. Let's see. They're just trying to get the second ply. This is the second ply which they have inserted. And then you will see there is another ply, third ply, which will be going at one shot in the beam sew machine. So this one is the third ply that is being inserted at one shot. Are you able to relate it? Imagine the same process where a carpenter is cutting the plies. He has to cut and there's a lot of wastage, there's no finishes. I'm specifically trying to show you guys that there is 3 ply that the machine is considering and cutting them at one shot. So imagine the efficiency, the speed of the work, right, of the factory made thing. So the ply is automatically taken by the machinery inside, and then there's a blade. As soon as the operator presses the button, there's a blade which cuts it. So the main part that is coming it is a little bit of wastage which we use in other parts like the fillers to cover up few spaces, that is kept aside. This part is just showing us how all 3 plies of the same size is being cut. That is being kept aside as a wastage. We use it for other purposes. I will show you that in the coming episodes. Now the missionary is trying to cut the next measurement of the same ply. It is given as 3 plies of the same measurement, and then there is another wastage part which is being kept aside. Now out of the 8x4 ply, we have got these 3 main parts. Now the beam saw machine itself will guide the operator. If you see, there's an operator standing here, so it will guide him whether it is 1 ply that we have to insert or is it all the 3 plies. It's guiding him through the monitor that I showed you guys. So likewise he'll insert the plies, like he's sending all the 3 plies inside again, right? If you see, now the machine has already calculated. It will just take out the blades and it will cut us into the required measurements for our desired kitchen, and it will give us the pieces, cut pieces. Okay, this is a wastage which is being kept aside, and we will reuse this also for other purposes depending on our capacity. So if you see, this is being cut. Now the operator, since it is very easy, he will label it with the sizes so that we know going forward where, in which cabinet or which part of the kitchen this is being used. And this, if you see, is the blackboard that we are using. Okay, the blackboard is not a ply. It is a blackboard that we are using specifically for this client. We use ply, we use HDHMR, we use blackboard depending on the client's demand and how he wants it to be. So he's just noting down the measurements so that it's easy for us in the coming processes. And then we have a helper who is picking up all these things and keeping it aside for our next process, which is the edge bending. This is our next machinery. It's an edge bending machinery where it pastes the laminate or the acrylic for the sides of the ply or the blackboard or HDHMR. So if you see, we have the operators here. We have the color of the edge bending selected. The tape is already inserted in the machine like I showed you, and then they're placing these cut ply pieces or blackboard pieces in the machine where it is going. It is passing through this track, and then I'll show you how the edge bending of that portion is being. So before this, if you see, you could see the blackboard or the ply portion. Now if you see, the tape is being stuck for the sides, the edges of the blackboard basically. So the finish which you get right in the machineries is different from what the carpenter provides us. The carpenter, when he manually uses the fevicol or the adhesives to stick this, and the hot press of the machine which the machine is giving you, the press of the machine is different. The smooth finish that we get in the machinery, that is completely different. The finish is